So hello guys, welcome to another grand interesting video on your Leansimcorp channel, and in this today's video we're going to understand about management science, characteristics of management science and tools of management science. Okay, so let us start with the definition of management science. So what is management science? So when we talk about management science, it is nothing but a problem solving process used by an interdisciplinary team, okay, to develop a mathematical models that represent simple to complex functional relationships and provide management with, okay, a basis for decision making and means of uncovering new problems for quantitative analysis. Okay, so that is nothing but the definition of management science. When we talk about what management science encompasses, so it encompasses what? So that's what we're going to look at. More than just the development of models for specific problems, it makes a substantial contribution in much broader area. Okay, the applications of the output from the management science models for decision making at the lower, middle, and the top management level. Talking about the characteristics of management science, there are four major characteristics of management science as follows. So examine full, what I can talk about, examining the functional relationships from a system overview is the first characteristics. Use the interdisciplinary approach, uncover new problems for study, and use a modeling process approach to solve problems. That is nothing but the characteristics of management science. When we talk about other characteristics of management science, a primary focus on managerial decision making is the characteristics for the management science, the application of science to decision making, a dependence on electronic, what I can say, computers and more. Okay, so these are nothing but the characteristics of the management science. Now let us understand the tools of management science. So talking about tools of management science, these are developed specifically for solving managerial problems. Okay, and let us understand those, step by step or one by one. So the first tool for management science is decision matrices. What is the use of decision matrices? Allocation and investment problems involving a relatively small number of possible solutions can be presented in the tabular form known as decision matrix. Okay, so this is one of the tools which you can use for decision making. Then we have decision trees, and another tool in management science, the extension of decision matrices for situations involving several decisions periods takes the shape of a tree. Okay, so whenever you're going to have several decision matrices, it is going to form a decision tree. Now let us talk about the third tool. The next tool, that is going to be the mathematical programming, is nothing but a tool used for management science. So what are the function of that? It attempts to maximize the attainment level of one goal subject to a set of requirements and limitations. Okay, so when we talk about the next tool, it is going to be branch and bound. Okay, it is a step-by-step procedure which is used when a very large, or even infinite numbers of alternatives exist for certain managerial problems. You're going to use a tool named branch and bound. When we talk about the next tool, that is network models. This is a family of tools. It is a family of tools basically designed for the purpose of planning, controlling complex projects. The best known models are PERT and CPM. We'll understand all these in details as we go ahead in our lectures of industrial engineering. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, guys, do subscribe and like, share, and subscribe for more such educational engineering related content on Leansimcorp. Talk about next tool. It is going to be a dynamic programming. What is the use of it? It is an approach to decisions that are basically sequential, okay, in nature, and can be reformulated so as to consider sequential. It is a very great and powerful tool. When we talk about the next tool, and that is going to be Markov chains. They are used for predicting the outcome of the processes where systems or units change their condition over time. For example, when we talk about consumers change their preferences for certain brands, of what I can say, of commodities. So this is an example of Markov chains. Then the next tool is game theory. It provides a systematic approach to decision making in competitive environments and a framework for the study of conflict. When we talk about the next tool, that's inventory models, where this can be used for certain types of inventory control problems. You can use it. Certain models that attempt to minimize the cost associated with ordering and carrying inventories have been developed. Then we have waiting line, or a queuing theory or waiting line theory or models for certain types of problems involving queues. Special descriptive models have been developed to predict the performance of service systems such as car garage, car standing in a queue for servicing, and stuff like that can be solved by using this tool, waiting line model. Then we have simulation models when we talk about, and for the analysis of complex systems when all the models fail, management science uses descriptive type of simulation model. Specifically, we are going to have five types of models being employed. Talking about the first is artificial intelligence, heuristic programming, management games, system simulation, and Monte Carlo simulation. You know, Talking about all these five in details now, so that we are going to understand this about. So the major two things are going to be artificial intelligence, the behavior of the computer programmed to react to the situations in much same manner as the human is going to behave. And then we have a heuristic approach to a problem makes use of the methods which have been found in practice to be generally useful in attacking problems of similar nature. Okay, heuristic are often formulations of rules of thumb. Okay, so these is all about management science, their characteristics, their tools, and the definitions. In the next lecture of industrial engineering, we are going to understand about managerial economics. Okay, so stay tuned on Leansimcorp. So let us meet in another grand interesting video on your channel Leansimcorp. So till then, keep watching Leansimcorp videos, simulation, engineering, AIML, and don't forget to purchase our subscription to be a member of Leansimcorp. Till then, take care. Bye bye.